information leading to change within days.
It was less than a week ago we told you about the startling amount of people being put on hold after calling 911 in St. Louis. Tonight, leaders are calling for a top-down review. News 4 investigator Lauren Traeger broke the story. Now she's detailing how it's getting fixed.
Whether it's for a heart attack, a fire, or a shooting, you call 911 hoping someone will answer immediately, right? Well, our News 4 investigation found that's not always happening in the city of St. Louis, so we asked city officials what they're going to do about it.
It is a basic necessity for a functioning city, period, end of story. So it must operate as prescribed.
911, where's your emergency?
Board of Alderman President Lewis Reed says what News 4 revealed last week must now be fully reviewed. Are you prepared to call for a top-down review right now?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We need a top-down review of what's happening in our 911 center and what needs to change.
News 4 Investigates found that while St. Charles County answered 99% of their calls in 2020 within 10 seconds, and St. Louis County hit 89% in December 2020, in St. Louis, 65% of calls were put on hold for more than 10 seconds, with some times of day averaging 50% for the year, meaning half of 911 calls put on hold.
We have some very complex issues that we have to get through. This isn't one of those that I think is that complex that you cannot meet that standard, right?
Reed, who is running for mayor next month, wants an outside agency to audit the 911 system and see what needs fixing.
We have a high turnover in our dispatch because people get a lot of good experience really quickly, and then they can go to an adjoining county and they can make more money, and they do it.
In an interview with Public Radio, Mayor Lyda Crewson said the key is paying dispatchers a competitive starting pay, something Reed says must be done.
We're not talking about raising the salaries on 3,000 people. So you know, it's doable.
Horrifying, truly horrifying that we learned that we were never prioritizing 911 calls over non-emergency numbers.
Alderwoman Kara Spencer, also running for mayor, has been talking hold times for years.
I've gotten that recording so many times I know it by heart, and it's truly horrifying when you're experiencing an emergency and you're in distress and you need to give the law enforcement agency the very vital information that you are witnessing.
She, too, says she could raise starting wages with money from an already available economic development fund. Better technology, too, she says, could address overflow.
We're failing to take calls when people are willing to engage in our law enforcement. That's a real failure on so many levels.
The city just announced a new software program to better manage 911 calls, but Spencer and others say it's not yet enough.
This is an issue that we have got to put as a top priority, and it does seem like it's a no-brainer, and that certainly we should have this in place, but it's clear that we don't.
We reached out to the other mayoral candidates. Andrew Jones did not respond. Treasurer Tashara Jones sent a statement saying, quote, "It is simply unacceptable for any emergency calls to go unanswered, and St. Louisans deserve better." She, too, supports raising dispatcher salaries. You can see our full investigation into this issue on KMOV.com. Lauren Traeger, News 4 Investigates.